Here's the interview with Aaron Wolff. I'm not going to say a word. I don't want to put words in his mouth. He's going to tell his story, so here you go. I hope you enjoy. And he's in no relation to Trevor Wolff, if you were wondering. Okay, enjoy.
Behind the bird. Behind the bird. Behind the bird.
Boy, alright.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Star Wars Episode 7.
Favorite TV show?
It's probably a mix between Parks and Recreation and, oh my god, I can't remember, Stranger Things.
Favorite book?
Oh, you agreed with that? Watchmen.
Favorite song?
Oh my god, song? It's probably gonna have to be, it's by Chiodos, and I think it's Constellations.
Favorite place in Ventura County?
The Ventura Pier.
Nice.
Very nice out there.
That was 37 seconds.
Missed it by 17.
Yeah. So when did you start riding dirt bikes?
I started riding when a little later. Normally people start riding when if they want to really try to go pro and stuff, they want to start riding around 3 or 4. They start riding, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but my dad got me a bike when I was like 8 or 9, but we never really did too much with it. And then once I was 14, started riding again. And once I turned 16, I wanted to start racing. Mm-hmm. And it was actually funny. My first series I ever did, which was 6 races, I crashed every single time I was on the track. In practice, in the first moto, second moto, just every time I was on the track, I crashed. So it was it's a rough sport to start out with, but it was just so fun. So I just kept on going, and it was just great. This is my favorite thing to do in the world.
When did you turn pro?
It took a very long time. I rode for many years, but 2015, I finally decided I was going to turn pro, and it's always been a life dream. To always just life's goal or whatever was turn pro, and then I just don't care. My life's been completed. It's like the one thing you wanted most in your life. I wanted to turn pro, and I did. I didn't take it as far as I would have liked to, because as I turned pro in my first weekend as a pro, I had my accident, breaking my tibia plateau and fibula. I shattered it into 20 different pieces, and that pretty much ended the career pretty quickly. Just as it started, it ended. On the way to the hospital, I got out there and had my first surgery. They drilled an external fixator to keep the leg stabilized into my thigh and my lower shin. And then after that caused a really big trauma to my leg, and then I developed compartment syndrome, which is very rare, only 20,000 cases in the USA alone, like just per year. So I'm a very lucky person in a bad way.
In a bad way.
In a bad way. I'm very, very lucky in a bad way. Yeah. But so when I was in the hospital and I got out of my first surgery, I was pretty groggy, and then they said, we got to take you back in now. And at the time, I was super high on whatever they gave me, so I didn't really care. I was just like, okay, let's do it again. I'm totally fine with that. So we went back in, and they completely cut my leg open on both sides, from my knee all the way down to my ankle, and stuck tubes in there and attached that to a vacuum. Because compartment syndrome, if anyone looks it up, it's pretty much mass swelling of a broken limb.
Yeah.
And it swelled so badly that it actually destroyed all the nerves in my leg, so I lost all the feeling from about my knee down. Couldn't feel anything. So when I woke up from my second surgery, I couldn't feel my leg. And I still can't feel it now, but it is coming back. The movement's coming back a little bit, but it was crazy because when the doctors came in, he said I was very lucky because they were thinking about amputating my leg.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it definitely could have been a bad deal overall, but still have the thing.
Yeah.
And pretty much I had 4 weeks. I was in Arizona when it happened, so I was 4 weeks in a trauma center out there. Had 9 surgeries and 7 blood transfusions. So lost a lot of blood and took a crap ton of drugs, mostly morphine, and that stuff is amazing. I have yet to have it again because that would be a drug addict, and I am not. But it is a really good feeling. But then I got flown back to California, and I spent another week in the hospital. Spent my birthday in the hospital. Spent Christmas in the hospital, and I came home finally to be a couch slave for the next couple months, the 2 days after Christmas. So I was very happy to be home. Spent 5 weeks in the hospital and all the surgeries and everything. I was kind of over it.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And then pretty much just stayed on the couch for a very long time. I don't even know. I
For
think
years.
it honestly feels like it was, but I think it was overall probably about 5 months.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a long time to be on the
just
couch.
being at home, and I was in a wheelchair and all that good stuff. Had physical therapy every day, moving. A lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
Have a lot of nerve pain because the nerves are trying to grow back and all.
Yeah.
And it's coming back slowly but surely. I'm getting some feeling back here and there and stuff, so that's really good. I'm getting mobility back in my legs, so that's always a plus.
So your arms were completely okay? It was just your
Yeah,
leg?
it was really surprising the way everything, and it was a very hard crash. I completely just, I was a triple jump. I went over the first one, fine, and then just complete endo, which is pretty much a front flip. Just pretty much front flipped over the bike, and I hit the ground. I think I was probably fine, but then the bike actually landed on top of me.
Oh, okay.
And it crushed my leg. So that's how it broke into all those pieces and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was fine. I was completely lucid. I didn't get knocked out, even though I wish I did, because then I wouldn't have remembered it all. Still have nightmares and stuff. But I was just. The first thing that went through my head is, God, I hope no one lands on me, because I was on the landing of a jump and I was actually doing good. So at the moment I was like, well, at least I can call it quits. I can just hang out now. I thought I just hit my leg pretty hard because I felt pain, but it wasn't too bad. And then once everyone had passed me and I was there kind of laying by myself on the track, I was just like, okay, now it hurts. Now it hurts pretty bad.
How long did it take for people to get to you?
I probably laid out there for a good minute, and because I was assessing everything, I was moving my fingers, moving my toes, because at that point I could still feel my leg and everything was fine. I thought I did my ACL, I thought I blew my knee out, which is a standard injury, but. My arms were okay. My head was fine. The only thing that
your spine was fine.
Yep. Everything was fine. The only thing that really hurt was my leg, and I was just like, okay, maybe I just got a stinger or something. But once they got there, I couldn't straighten it or anything. So I told them I can't straighten my leg. You guys got to help me get off the track. And right when they picked me up, I felt all the bones start moving around in my leg and popping, and I was like, oh no, that's not a good thing.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Oh my God.
And then, so they took me up to the ambulance. They had a stationary ambulance there for the track, and, surprisingly, they didn't cut anything off, because if you ride dirt bikes and you've had an injury or whatever, those paramedics really like to cut everything off of you.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We took everything off, and that was extremely painful.
Yeah.
But I was very holding on to the hope that I was okay.
Yeah.
And then finally, once they took my pants off and they were looking at my leg, they said, oh, yeah, you have a really big deformity to your leg. And I was like, all right, call an ambulance. Let's go to the hospital.
Let's do this.
Because I didn't want to spend the money. I was like, I don't want to spend the money to get an ambulance and go all the way out there if my friend can drive me.
To the hospital.
But at that point, obviously made the correct decision and said, okay, let's go. My leg is completely destroyed. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then, I was a very happy and upbeat person, so I was just like, I was making friends with the EMTs, just hanging out, and then once I got there, all the doctors were like, man, you're really surprisingly cheerful. I was like, broke my leg, man. What are you going to do? It happens.
It happens sometimes.
Sure as hell it went to shit after that, but... I did make a lot of friends, though. For 4 weeks in a hospital, you make some new friends.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
How did that change your way of life? Your
life? It was difficult. Once I finally got back home, I was still in a wheelchair. I couldn't move my leg that well at all. Couldn't feel it. Couldn't move it. Couldn't do anything. So I pretty much sold all my stuff. Sold. My dirt bike to one of my buddies, gave him all my gear, gave him everything. I barely hold on to any of my stuff. I sold my truck because I couldn't drive, so I didn't have any reason to have that. And I couldn't work, so I had to stop working, which sucked because I loved my job. And, so I just kind of, literally everything stopped.
Yeah.
And I literally became a professional couch potato.
Yeah.
For a while. I was very good on Xbox.
Nice.
I got a lot better at video games.
Yeah.
And massive Netflix binging.
Oh my
God. Lot of Netflix binging.
I do that anyway.
Yeah, because with the pain, I would be up for like 48 hours at a time before I finally just pass out from exhaustion. But you're just like, oh, next show. Yeah. Luckily with Netflix, it just does it for you.
Yeah.
After 15 seconds or something, it just plays the next episode.
I should get a
fine.
Netflix endorsement.
Yeah, exactly. Netflix, if you're listening, you can sponsor me if you want to. Road to Recovery. But yeah, and even to this day now, I can't drive with my right foot or anything. I walk with a pretty heavy limp. My foot's kicked out to the side and stuff, which I'm trying to fix that.
So you're driving right
Yep.
Okay.
After, it's been now a little over a year and 3 months now that I've been, since I've been hurt. And I got a new truck after, God, when was it? Now I'm thinking, I think it was August. I got a truck in August, right before, jumping ahead a little bit, but while I was laying on the couch, I kind of decided, I'm laying here, I'm not doing anything, I'm starting to get better. I can't work still because I can't get around, do too much at all, I can't lift anything. So I figured I would go back to school because I never went. I never wanted to go, never had any aspirations to go to college or anything. I did graduate high school. I didn't drop out or anything. I graduated high school and then I just went straight into working. So I didn't want to do college or anything because my job, I didn't need it. And I had a really good job, good money, everything was good. I just didn't have anything else to do. So I was like, well, might as well go to college. So I decided I would go to college, and with that comes I need to have a vehicle to be able to get to school. So I was well enough to get around pretty decently on crutches by myself and everything, and I bought hand controls on the off chance I was gonna just drive with hand controls and stuff, and that is pretty simple, but I didn't really want to do it because it's just weird. Yeah. So I tried driving with my left foot, and it worked out fine. It worked.
I was like,
thinking I'm gonna die or something.
You crashed.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I drove off a cliff, but I'm okay.
I'm alive.
But no, I started driving with my left foot, and it worked out fine. So yeah, I drove with my left foot. I went and got a brand new truck. A very nice Toyota. I was very happy. I love that truck. And I just drive with my left foot now. So I just cock the bad foot underneath the left foot, and you just go and drive. And it works out fine.
I'm trying to picture that. I guess it's not that weird to you, but like.
I mean, I've been doing it now for God 6-7 months now, so I'm kind of like, I honestly, even if my feeling and stuff come back to my right leg, I'll still probably drive with my left foot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it's called what is it called when they have you can write with your left and your right?
I don't know.
Ambidextrous or something.
When I first started learning to drive, I thought you drove with both feet. Like, I actually thought you drove with both feet.
Well, I mean, if you do it with clutches.
I was like, okay, like, first day on driver's ed, I was like, okay, like, both feet on the pedals, and then he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh.
No, that's scary.
Okay.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you, I don't know. You were probably trying to race, though, right? Like,
yeah.
Speed racer, obviously, you need 2 feet.
Duh.
Obviously.
But yeah, I'm trying to imagine your left foot. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird the first couple days I tried it, but after that it was fine.
Yeah.
Everyone still tells me I'm crazy for doing it, but I was like, it feels normal.
Yeah.
Feels normal now. It's just normality.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It works for you.
Exactly. I would just say, you do you.
You do you.
You do you.
Yeah. Yeah. So now you're shifting into acting.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, while I was, deciding to go to college and stuff, I also was wanting to do a little bit more extracurricular activities, and I always wanted to try to get into acting and stuff, just because I like to entertain people. Mm-hmm. You know, I like to be funny, entertain, and I like to do voices and stuff, like if I want to be Mickey Mouse, then I can be Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
I'll just do crazy crap like that, man.
Yeah.
So I never had the balls to do it. So because I've always been like a little afraid of just like doing it, or I mean, in acting you gotta literally express feelings that you normally would hide, and you gotta treat everything like it's the truth, which not a lot of people like to do that.
Yeah.
They like to hide stuff and not say exactly what they're feeling, but. So I was just like, you know what, I'm tired of being like a girl about it, and I was like, I'm just going to go try it, so I went to, I Googled it, because, you think acting studios are all in LA or Hollywood and stuff, and out here in Ventura, it's kind of just like, oh, it kind of sucks, I don't want to drive, especially I was hurt, so I didn't want to drive all the way out there, because at the time it was still pretty painful to drive, having my foot corked off to the side for a long time.
Yeah.
So I was just like, man, there's got to be someone or something around here in Ventura. And, I Googled it, searched around a little bit, and then I came across the Westlake Acting Studio, which is where I'm going currently now and stuff. And they're right in Newbury Park. And I emailed the director, Marcus Flanagan, who's amazing. But, yeah, so I got out there and I emailed him. We talked a little bit, and he said, "Just come on in, come in, sit in on the beginner class, and you can't just sit in. You're gonna do stuff. You're gonna have to act. There's no sitting in.
Yeah,
you're always having to do stuff in there. But so I went in and just got a script right off the bat. I obviously didn't have time to memorize it, but just kind of read off it and played around. And I was just like, man, this is fun. This is really fun just to do it. So. I just did that for a couple weeks, and I was like, all right, I really enjoyed this. Met some really nice people and stuff, and then I was like, all right, I'm ready to go full bore. So then I joined his first year class, and we've been working hard. Me and I think I got about 6 other people in there with me, 6 other people in there with me, and we're all just working hard, doing the same thing, trying to just make this little hobby a better and funner hobby. Yeah. Just trying to get better at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I never want to say that I'm any good or anything. I'm very, very modest about that. I always say, nah, I don't know. I'm doing it for fun right now, and if it turns into anything, you never know. So yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. I go once a week and stuff, and right now we're learning our scenes this whole time. For almost about 7 or 8 months now, we've been in the same class, and we been just basing ourselves. You get the baseline for the techniques and everything you need, and it's pretty awesome. But I always tell people, I was like, we're learning to profile people, because now it's like I can always tell if someone's lying or not, or if they're not at least they're not saying what they actually mean.
It's a good skill to have.
You know, it is. It's able to bring down fights, or you can tell when someone's like just bullshitting you. You're just like, yeah, dude, you're not telling the truth. What the hell? You don't want to have coffee with me. What?
You're lying.
You like sack your shit or whatever. But no, so it is. It's really cool and stuff. Now we're finally getting scenes and stuff. We're practicing that out, and then I wanted to get a little bit healthier with my leg and stuff before I actually try to go do anything. I'll probably be good on a hospital show, though. Yeah. They always need a guy with a limp. Yeah. Someone who gets hurt or something.
You're like a pro.
Exactly. I'm literally, if there's a professional being limp competition, I think I got it on lockdown.
You would win.
Oh, yeah.
Top 3 at least.
Easily. And people always say, if anyone's watched Gotham, the TV show, people say I walk like Penguin, and I have really long hair and stuff, so like if I did it up, I could probably be a Penguin lookalike. It's very emo hair and stuff, but it's fantastic because he just walks with a huge limp and a cane and everything, and I was like, that's me.
That's you.
That's me all day.
Absolutely.
I could have done this.
You don't have long hair though.
No, it's not long. It's longer in the front than it is in the back.
Yeah.
But I tried to go high and tight for the first time. So I'm just like, high and tight. It's like, I don't know. Trying new stuff out. I do need a haircut, though. It is getting a little shaggy, though. Like, my best friend is my hat. I wear hats a lot.
Yeah. I want to wear more hats.
Dude, hats are awesome. People always say, you should stop wearing hats.
I need more hats.
Exactly. I need some more, too, man. They freaking go out like clockwork if you wear them.
Hat shopping.
I'm down. Dude, when are we going out? Let's go hat shopping.
Right
I'm in.
now, after this.
Okay, I'm in like Flint.
Okay, cool.
Shit. Super pumped.
Nice. Okay, that's all my questions. We're talking about hats now. So
I know. That took a left turn there for a second, didn't it? Just doing hats and oh, dude, I could use some new shoes that are bigger. I'm starting to wear shoes now.
Yeah.
So
we're like matching shoes.
No one can
see this.
No one can. This is amazing. This is literally amazing. This is a feat of just unfathomable. I can't pronounce words.
Unfathomable.
It's okay. I'm not an English major.
Nice. What's your major?
You know what? Right now I am actually taking geography.
Okay.
Not for any real reason, just because the one thing I wanted to get into, because I'm a huge outdoors guy. I love the outdoors. I love the environments, and I see all this poaching and stuff, and people killing lions in Africa and stuff, and I wanted to become a park ranger. Once I heal up and stuff, if I am allowed to, which kind of sucks. Because I don't know if I'll be physically able to do it or not, but, I want to be, like, one of those guys out there who, like, stops poaching, protects animals, and I'm not, like, a fruitcake or anything, but, I don't like it when people break the law and don't do the right kind of thing towards the animals, because, I mean, you only have so many of those guys.
Yeah.
It's really hard to keep them around, but, yeah, so I figured, I only need to go to college and get 60 units. I don't even need to have a degree in anything, but I figured, if I'm going to college, I might as well get a degree so I don't go there and just say, I didn't get anything. I just went there and got my general ed and left. So
maybe environmental science.
I'm also looking in environmental studies as well, because it kind of ties in. A lot of the same classes are all in the same. So I'm looking at doing that, and then little music on the side. I play the saxophone and the bass and whatnot, just for fun. I've been in a few bands that have failed miserably. But, did a Blink-182 cover band. And,
nice.
Oh, yes. Got to get me some Blink. Because it works out good, because I actually, like, when I do, I kind of sound like Tom DeLonge a little bit. So I was like the same. Like,
yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
I got that high-pitched voice kind of a thing.
Yeah,
and,
I can hear that. Yeah.
But, now I'm trying to work a little bit more. Me and my one brother are thinking about kind of doing, like, some kind of a weird little techno metal band. Because I can scream like a mofo, which is... My mom thinks I'm insane when I'm doing it. She's like, oh my god, I can't believe you listen to this music. I was like, I don't know, dude. It's double bass pedal, man. Gets me want to pumping. I just want to punch stuff. Yeah! Get metal. Doing it for Deegan.
Nice.
But, yeah. So, just, doing extra stuff. And then, I'm playing golf now. That's the new sport. That is the new sport. Yeah, the most boring sport that everyone says. But let me tell you, you start playing it, you more or less just want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's a very hard sport.
Even
It is
mini
very
golf
hard.
makes me want to kill myself.
Mini golf sucks. Okay, they give you these weird rubber putters and they don't work worth a crap. But yeah, if I'm playing golf, that's a new sport. I want to. Hopefully, that's the new sport. You know, I've given all sport. I mean, I'm still gonna ride and stuff. I'm planning on getting a bike in the next 5 months, but golf is the new venture.
Nice.
So if anyone's watching PGA Tour, look for me in about 5 or 6 years, because I'm coming.
You'll be on there.
I'm coming for you, Dustin Johnson, Ricky Fowler, Tiger Woods. Even though he's like,
I think he's out.
he's dying.
He's out.
He's dying on the inside. Yeah, his back is so jacked. It's not even funny. It's horrible. I feel so bad for him. But yeah, that's like the whole gist of what's going on now. Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron Wolff,
Yeah, thank you.
for being on this podcast.
No, it was a blast.
Yeah.
Always a fun time. And, just want to give a quick shout out also to my best friend Colton Eck. He had a horrible accident 2 weeks ago in Texas racing professional dirt bikes. He got landed on, broke 2 vertebrae in his back, his shoulder, punctured a lung, broke some ribs. He's doing okay now, but he is being driven insane, sitting in the hospital doing nothing.
Oh.
And, it does suck. But I also just want to say thanks to my mom and dad and my grandparents for all the support and stuff. They're awesome. And, all my friends and family, I would not be where I am now as happy as cheerful because I was definitely seeing some dark times back a little while ago. But thanks, everybody!
Very nice. Very nice.